My grandmother makes me follow strange rules. It was only this summer, living with her, that I realized how bad things had become. My grandmother hung a list with 10 rules on the refrigerator that she sacredly observed and made me do the same. I walked into the house with an open umbrella, and she grabbed me by the arm and pulled me back outside the door. Don't you dare open an umbrella inside. Didn't you see the rules? Oh, sorry. Grandma, I thought those rules were, just for you. Everyone who lives here must follow the rules. She whispered hoarsely in response. Damn, how sad. Grandma Jean was once a balanced, logical person with a sharp mind and a minor fascination with superstitions and paranormal stuff. A rabbit's foot for luck, black cats, all that. But by her late 80s, this weakness of hers had grown so much that it seemed to have consumed everything else. With a heavy heart, I walked to the refrigerator and read the rules. Don't spill salt. Don't open an umbrella inside. Don't wear clothes inside out. Don't clip your nails after dark. Don't break mirrors. In general, ordinary superstitions. Except for the nail clipping rule, which is puzzling. It became harder and harder to read. Grandma's handwriting had devolved into frantic, messy scribbles. Don't look in a mirror if you're wearing black. Don't whistle inside. Don't close the door with your palms if you wake up and find it open. Don't pull down the attic ladder if it's lowered. Don't leave the refrigerator empty. Always keep enough food for an offering. Don't open the curtains after 10 p.m. and before 6 a.m. Honestly, I wanted to say it was all nonsense. But I decided it was a bad idea to upset Grandma at her age. Okay, Grandma, I'll follow the rules. Huh? She put me in the guest bedroom next to hers, a tiny room with 2 beds and a small desk. But I had nothing to complain about. It was either that or rent an apartment for over $1,000 a month. Although, of course, it wasn't about the money. Grandma didn't have much time left. My mom said that the old lady would get bruises from nowhere, and doctors suspected a blood disease, and something else that I can't even pronounce. I wanted to spend as much time with her as I could. She's my grandma, the one who comforted me when my cat died, the one who taught me to bake the most delicious scones. I loved her, and the strange rules couldn't change that. I'm going to sleep, she said that evening, walking past my room. Good night. Chrissy, I love you. Good night. Grandma, I love you too. I hung out on the internet for another hour, closed my laptop, and went to bed. A few hours later, I woke up, rolled over to the other side. The bedroom door was open, but I had closed it. In my groggy state, I stared at the door, too tired to get up and close it. Oh well, according to the rules, I wasn't allowed to do it anyway. Laying my head on the pillow, I closed my eyes. Someone was whistling downstairs, a quiet, melancholic tune. I froze. But what about the rule? It said no whistling inside. So why would Grandma be doing it? And at 2 in the morning, my sleep was completely gone. I quietly got out of bed and went into the hallway. The attic ladder was down. Darkness seeped out of the hatch and down the steps, mixed with a faint smell of rust and stale food. Beyond it was the gaping open doorway to Grandma's bedroom. I slowly went down the stairs. Grandma, the whistling stopped. I went into the kitchen. Empty. Grandma, where are you? Here. Grandma floated out of the darkness of the living room, like a ghost in a flowered nightgown. Oh, honey, did I wake you? I'm sorry. I just wanted to get some milk for my heartburn. No, it's fine. I just thought you weren't allowed to whistle. I muttered with a laugh. Well, the rules end. You heard whistling. Her eyes widened. I nodded, grabbing my arm tightly. Grandma dragged me up the stairs. Go to sleep. And before I could answer, She disappeared into the hallway, leaving my door open. It seems Grandma is getting old. You mean the rules? Mom's voice sounded reassuring from the phone. I know, it seems eccentric, but she always gets so upset if you break a rule. And the doctor doesn't want her to get worked up. You understand, isn't it bad for her mental health? I sighed. We all go a little crazy sometimes. Remember Uncle Philly? He was convinced the government was wiretapping his phones when he was over 90. And Great-Grandma Beasley was constantly saying that she was being chased by a bat. No need to stir it up. Mom, but the rules are really creepy. Last night I woke up around 2, and the attic ladder was down. What was she doing up there? You know what? There was a distinct anger in Mom's voice. She lives in that tiny house alone all year. The only people she gets to talk to are the grocery store clerks, once a week, and your dad and I, once a month. Anyone would go a little crazy in those conditions. Even you. Leave her alone, okay? And so I continued to follow the rules. I was well behaved, didn't open umbrellas in the house, didn't whistle, and didn't break mirrors. Sometimes, when I woke up in the middle of the night, I would find my bedroom door open, but I just learned to ignore it. A couple of times on my way to the bathroom in the dark, I bumped into the lowered attic ladder, and a couple of times I heard whistling, but I ignored it. Mom is right. Grandma is just a little off. We're all a little off, aren't we? Maybe time just erases the boundaries of normalcy behind which our true selves hide, and true madness comes out. I accepted this reality, and everything was fine. And then came Sunday. I was watching a show when I suddenly heard a clang from the kitchen, followed by a loud scream. Throwing my laptop onto the bed, I ran down the stairs, ready for the worst. Grandma, are you okay? She was standing over the kitchen table, sobbing. On the table was an overturned salt shaker. I didn't mean to. I was just clearing the dishes and... She struggled to speak through her sobs. SHH, SHH. Grandma, it's okay. I'll clean it up. God, it's terrible to see her in this state. She was sobbing uncontrollably over a pile of salt, as if her life was over. I carefully swept the salt from the counter into my hand. I felt so sad for Grandma, but also uneasy to see a loved one so incredibly upset over something so trivial. It's all clean, see? I said, brushing my hands off. The salt rained down into the trash can. It's all good, Grandma. She stopped crying and looked up at me with reddened eyes. But he'll know. Who? You cleaned it all up? But he'll still know. Who? Grandma looked at me intently. The house spirit. The house spirit. Even though I was skeptical of the paranormal and all those spirits, I couldn't help but get goosebumps. Ghosts don't like salt, do they? If you surround yourself with salt, you'll be protected from them? No. The rule about not spilling salt could be a protective mechanism for a ghost. If ghosts exist, that's definitely not the case. I didn't close my eyes all night. The minutes ticked by as I stared at the ceiling. 2 in the morning, 3, 4, round for 15. Something stirred. I heard footsteps overhead, in the attic. I froze, listening to the thudding steps moving toward Grandma's bedroom. And then there was a long creak. The attic ladder was lowered. And again, footsteps gathering all my courage. I got out of bed. It was difficult, but I managed. And when I finally forced myself to go to the door, the hallway was empty. What if the ghost is right there, standing and watching me, and I just can't see it? No, stop. Ghosts don't exist, you idiot. The back of my neck tingled with a horrible, distinct feeling of being watched. But instead of running back to my room, which I really wanted to do, I rushed to Grandma's. The door was open again. Grandma, are you okay? Her bed was empty. Grandma, where are you? And then I heard quiet sobbing from downstairs. I ran down the stairs, almost falling, and burst into the kitchen. Grandma was standing there, and in front of her was not a dark otherworldly spirit, not a transparent ghost, a man of flesh and blood, with an unkempt brown beard and wild blue eyes, in rags, and with a yellow-toothed grin. You broke the house rules, he whispered, stepping towards Grandma. She recoiled, shuddering. Please don't hurt me, she whimpered. I'm the man of the house. I make the rules. He grinned even wider, raising his hand. No. I lunged at him with a scream and knocked him to the ground. Call the police. Hurry. I yelled to Grandma. He tried to shake me off. I grabbed a nearby chair and hit the tramp over the head with all my might. His name was Harold McCam. He had broken into Grandma's house over a year ago. The police found his hideout in the attic. An improvised bed, books, and dishes with leftover food, the very offerings. For months, he had been deceiving Grandma, making her follow the rules. He presented himself as the evil spirit of the house, and Grandma, in her susceptible, fragile state, believed him. He made her swear that no one would know of his existence, and when she broke the rules, he would hit her, hence the bruises. My poor, poor Grandma. Now she has moved in with me. I rent a small apartment near the college, and I'm helping her. We're doing well. The other day, I broke a small mirror. Grandma got a little scared, but she's definitely getting better. Now she even whistles in the apartment, and it's the most pleasant sound in the world. Special thanks to everyone who has already subscribed. Your support helps me make videos. ****.